All right, I guess the timer's up. So, hey everybody, how you doing? Sorry about that. We're just sitting here chit-chatting about photo shoots, and we're doing an in-person game night or game day on Sunday. So we're just sitting here shooting the shit while we're waiting for two more of the gods to show up. So, hey everybody, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and try to share this on Discord. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. How you doing? How you doing? Let's make sure that we don't get any duplicative stuff here. Let's share this. Copy URL. Go over to Discord. Go over to announcements. See, it's just a play-by-play. Boom. There it is. Okay, it's in Discord. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm loving it. All right, so we'll get started in just a few more minutes. Hopefully, Mr. Who we missing? We're missing Heliod and Thassa, which isn't good. Those are some pretty big names here. We got two of the biggest gods in the world, and we got Perforos, we got Ephera, we got Erois, we got Phoenix. You know, we also need a Mogus. Mogus, he in the house? Mogus. Last call, Mogus. Do we have a Mogus? Mogus? Hello? Hello, Mogus? Anybody? Anybody seen Mogus lately? We'll see. Oh, God. The stream's already off the hook. Alright, so let's see here. Gotta get my phone set up. You know how this works, everybody. We just... Sound check. Check. We got Godmoot tonight. First Godmoot ever. Well, ever for us, I should say. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's... I'm so excited for tonight, everybody. I'm so excited. This is going to be the most... Well, I don't know. I have been waiting for this night for 2 years. No, not 2 years. A year, and a year and two months. That's more like it. A year and 2 months, because this night, what's going to happen tonight was one of the cornerstones for the whole campaign. We'll see if it actually comes out. Okay. Anyway, so let me go ahead and text the other people, see if they're joining, because we can't wait forever. And Tanya, where is Tanya? All right. All right. Text sent. Hopefully it's to the right people. We'll see. Otherwise, whoever that person is going to be like, who are you? Or why are you texting me this? But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and start the stream. Here we go, everybody.
What a weird movie. And I've never read the book.
All right.
I sent you, Perveros just sent you the link.
Okay. Stream's up. Hey, everybody. Now we're all quiet. I'm going to go ahead and reset the turn order.
Woo! Jason, I don't know. Is Jason ever joining
I
us?
texted him and Tanya and be like, hey, you guys joining? I know they can't join Saturday, which I thought we discussed that we would just play without them, but...
They got
finding us.
They gotta I should probably hold my mouth if the stream is on.
The stream is up.
Okay.
The stream is up. Zip it. This is on the public record.
No,
Nice.
He's saying they're probably finishing up. They're doing their own Greek thing there.
They're just as old as we are. They don't do it anymore.
Yourself, big boy.
No one's ever called me. No one's ever called me that before.
It's funny because it's true.
We're deep shit now.
Yeah, guess who's DMing tonight?
It's barely DMing on God's Night. You're more of a ringmaster.
Not even that. I'm a cat herder.
I can't hurt.
Hopefully, Mogus shows up.
Mogus.
Is it
All right, I'm gonna see if I can send you this.
Nice hat, Jay.
Thank you.
Is Tanya joining?
No, she couldn't make it tonight.
What?
No.
Really?
What? I didn't hear that.
Hear what?
Nothing.
She just doesn't want to play tonight.
Yeah, she's like, fuck those guys.
Fuck Bassett.
I'm right here.
We thought you were nice, Tanya. God.
I'm right here. I was putting my crown on.
How dare you actually asshole?
That's right.
Or my favorite insult of all time, because it's, I don't know, there's something pleasant about the word dickhead.
Is it? What?
I prefer D-hole.
That's so many possibilities.
It's such a stupid word.
Dickhead?
It doesn't make sense. Does your head look like a dick? I don't.
No, but the dick has a head.
Yeah, it's a gland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a secretion
Ah,
gland.
metaphysics.
It's good. It's a thinker.
Is it? I mean,
No!
It
it's
sounds like high school talk.
well, it is D&D.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we are pretending to be gods in a magical world. We are in
Oh, I mean, it's like we're in politics.
Cerberus.
yeah, anything is possible at this point.
I mean, they're
You know what? Give me a quick second.
And he wants to review his notes to say all the things are going to wreck.
No, I'm just DMing Apostle real quick.
Okay.
Make sure he's joining.
What's my name? Perfect.
Porforowski.
Say my name.
And really, I'm thinking you probably don't need a roll for turn order. Tonight's gonna be a little different, and I hope you're all ready for some role play, because that's what we're doing tonight. I actually was DMing Apostle earlier that we're not going to do random events, so be prepared for that as well, because you'll see. But are we ready?
Yeah.
Tanya, I don't see you, so you ready?
She's in the bathroom.
So no. Just say no. Come on,
No.
dude. Just say no. Just say, give me a minute.
Give her a minute.
Give
bro.
us more details.
Bro.
And Jay, do you want to email me the taco image? Because I can't find it.
Yeah.
Whenever. After this, presumably.
Taco image.
I could probably find. I don't know where I got it.
Yeah, if it's gone, it's gone. But I was looking for it for your avatar, but I couldn't find it.
Tanya made it, so she could probably email it to you.
Okay, that works. She has my email as well, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back and rewatched the last episode, and
Sorry.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good.
That was pretty good.
I have like 30 lines in a spreadsheet of all the notes, so we'll go over that once.
Oh wow!
Once we're all ready.
Oh, thank you.
And
That
so
was the issue.
with that, are we ready, Phoenix? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Hey, there she is. All right. Well, welcome back to Theros, Champion the Gods, where you all today will be playing as the gods themselves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot has happened in the last several weeks in God life, and a lot will continue to happen, I'm sure, tonight. I hope you all come prepared to do some role-playing, because that's what it's all about when we play as gods.
I mean, I came prepared to different thing.
Right. I mean, prepared and willing are two different things. I get it.
That's right.
I hope y'all are willing.
Give it a shot.
It'll be a real short night.
That's right.
Yep.
So last time we all played, some major events went down, some turmoil, and I'm going to go through each one of those in alphabetical order of the gods. First up is Erebos. As you see on your screen here, Erebos is presumed dead, maybe presumed missing. He decided to explore the new arch that Perforos installed for him after, strangely enough, some mortals who recently were killed by some returned, thanks Phoenix, disappeared and returned through the portal. And so testing it out, he himself was sucked through a hidden door, and no one knows where he is. Afera investigated some spirits that were, and I'm actually going to go and bring you all to the maps, because I think that will be helpful. So Afera, while investigating some crypts, or some spirits that were leaving the crypts of the lost over by Udunos, after the Theron quake that was triggered by the exit of Erebos from this plane of existence. And so those spirits decided to spread out in fear over Phoberos and the Ferax bridge, and Afera put up some nice pillars entrapping the spirits where they were, and in parlay with them, provided them books to create a civilization of their own, giving a dead knight, or a death knight, you might say, the charge of creating this civilization, and in return, once that was done, he would become a Nyxborn himself in repayment. Also, with the help of Erois, decided to inspire some troops within Miletus to fight the returned. Next up is Heliod, who tried to find Erebos, speaking with Athreos, who is the guardian of the underworld, who expressed that Erebos disappeared after hanging out at the arch that Perforos created, and then that things were trying to escape. Heliod then confronted Perforos about the arch to no avail, and then hung out with Chiron and implored Chiron to head to Setessa, which, as we know, that group is actually going down to Asphodel and not Setessa. Erois tried to become friends with Karamitra, who expressed anger over Farike, which we'll get to why, and asked him, and Farike asked him to bring back order and to kill Mogus, Farika, and Phoenix with her. And Erois decided to offer mutual aid to both Karamitra and Afera. Erois also helped a Nyxborn settler who was sacrificed by Mogus and his Minotaurs, and took him to Nyx and turned him into a Nyxborn to become a leader of Erois's army and changed his memory. At the end of that, we were unsure what his new name should be, and that you left it up to DM discretion. So I made his name Titos Sagittarius.
A good name.
You spell that?
Yeah, I will put it in chat. All right.
Oh, first
Looks like a Mexican name a little bit.
Sagittarius, the archer.
Tito Sagittarius.
Tito Sagittarius, man.
on my notes.
There it is.
That guy's definitely a business centaur. Come on.
He's a human. He's a human Nyxborn at this point. And then Mogus himself did some light massacring, sent minions to check out damages from the quake. He created the creatures from the lost crypt that were awakened by the Theron quake began to move, as we talked about. And then he gave a gift to the tribe that sacrificed that human, gave them the gift of a death dog from his personal collection in the kennels of Scophos. The Minotaurs also attacked Fort Soundmouth, completely wiping it off the map, destroying it down to the foundation. And then Mogus continued to brag about the gods killing, or the god-killing weapons. So he made a god-killing weapon with the help of Perforos. And he bragged about that to Phoenix and Farike. He said, it slices, it dices, it positively entices, it curves and cuts, it impales their guts, it poisons their souls. Why? With this, I am a step closer to accomplishing my goals in order to kill Erois.
I'm nervous.
Mr. Mogil. I like it.
That's right. Farike decided to have some revenge set on Karamitra and poisoned her crops in Setessa with a blight. For Karamitra's resistance of expressing the secrets of that Karanos was holding and was talking to her about. Karamitra eventually expressed to Farika what those secrets were, and the blight was lifted. And the secret was that Karanos and Thassa were trying to help these bands, this small band of god champions out for some unknown reason. Farike also realized that death has no hold on mortals after trying to end the suffering of a commoner. And then, for Phoenix, the return of Asphodel decided to take over Hunter's Crossing and renamed it Sunset Village.
Yes. Yes.
Phoenix then talks to an oracle within Sunset Village to erect a middle finger pointed towards the sky. And then for icing on the cake, they send a white horse through Sunset Village wearing a brown horse mask.
Like you do.
Oh my god.
And then Phoenix congratulates Perforos on catching the death god, Erebos.
High
High five.
five. High
Too
five.
many plot lines. Oh my gosh. I'm just
That's a
gonna
lot going on.
I was like,
I understand the spreadsheet. It becomes very...
Yeah.
I
Got all of those things.
said earlier, I really hope we don't fuck things up too much tonight because our other characters have to clean that shit up.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
Good
do.
luck, motherfuckers.
All right. Perforos offered Aroa's help in rebuilding Fort Sandmouth with mechanical warriors to make it indestructible. And he offered to have the warriors retake Fort Sandmouth in his name, in Aroas's name. Aroas, and I think we decided, or Perforos decided that they would be called Aroas's Steamy Hot Metal Boys.
wait, where is Fort Sandmouth on the map?
It's right where you're clicking, near
that area?
the Farax Bridge. Yep.
Okay.
It is the most popular non-labeled item on the map.
My mic's off. My map is gray, and I only have a token of Theodora at the top.
What is going on with your token?
Don't ask me. I don't know. It's not that important, is it?
Do you see anything but now?
Yes, I can see everything.
Okay, so it's not
too
green.
late. I've seen it all.
Seen it all.
Okay.
and everything.
I gave you. I put your token to emit light to 500 feet. So
Yay.
I'm tired of it.
Theodora,
He's more like Helios now.
Yeah. Also, Perforos communed with a young oracle on the side of Mount Velis.
I remember this.
Yeah, who was seeking powerful knowledge in the temple near the One-Eyed Pass, asking him for divine inspiration in order to become famous. He appeared as a blind monk, and then Perforos pushed him down the cliff, breaking many limbs, and gained inspiration to develop a new prosthetic. So that was nice.
Which he needed to crawl home.
Yes, clearly.
Necessity being the mother of invention and all that.
Exactly.
Of course.
Well,
Yeah.
the guy didn't really have any good reasons, or so he got what he deserved.
True, and he could
Yeah,
die, so why not? And then lastly, Thassa created a tidal wave to stop the Returned within the Bay of Miletus, and then called upon the Tritons to attack the Returned up the Data River. And then she also, near the Data Harbor, granted a young Triton champion a magical Triton that has Shattering Spell built in, provided by Perforos, and provides Armor of Agathis.
Ooh.
And then, as we closed out, with the tidal waves wrecking the Returned in the Bay of Miletus, realized that even though they have skin and bodies just as any mortal, they did not die, and they sank to the bottom of the ocean and were walking along the ocean floor towards Miletus. So, that is where we pick up.
You're sending it to the wrong group, Alyssa.
Scary.
Oh,
Like a
shit.
zombie movie.
A lot.
That is an
What's going on? Oh. You're just saying,
Horse masks are going on.
yeah, okay.
I seem to recall there was a something on Etsy that was disagreeable.
That was the other campaign.
I don't remember.
That was absolutely the other campaign.
That horse is
Any
twerking.
anything I missed? Anything people want to highlight, reflect on?
I think that covers it.
It's a lot.
That's
We've been
It was a
busy
lot.
little gods.
It was enjoyable to watch. So, what we're gonna do is a quick lightning round. I want to know where you are as a god and what you're doing. Don't need to go into too much detail. Just a quick lightning round. We'll start with Perforos. What are you doing?
In what manner am I doing? What I don't understand. What am I doing?
Yeah. What are you right now? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's gonna?
Perforos?
Hmm.
What are you up to?
I do have a question for God, over God, God here.
Yep.
What did gods leave? Like, are they traceable? Do they leave like a residue? Is there like God stuff that they leave when? Can you tell when a god has been somewhere?
divine ectoplasm.
Yeah, that.
God goo? No.
Not necessarily goo, but maybe
Like
if like
detect magic, would that?
if
be able to find
you
us?
could you. Does
Just,
it leave a trace of
Perforos.
essence? Does a god leave a trace of essence wherever it may go?
I'm gonna go with no.
So you couldn't tell if a certain god had been in a place.
No. Not unless that particular person, the mortal, had some level of knowledge about divine.
Well, I don't
creatures.
even mean to mortals, not detectable by mortals, but maybe by other gods, right?
Not really. No, I mean gods. They are just like if you want, you can have a scent, but otherwise,
Well,
no.
I just mean, for example, if a certain god had used a magical secret door in a portal from the underworld to the living world, would it be obvious to other people if they had done such a thing?
Well, what you do know is that Athreos saw Erebos disappear.
Before that, when Phoenix used the crack to go from travel between worlds, correct?
No, I don't
I
think
thought
so.
that was the
I
point.
think Phoenix was like screwing around with it, but I don't know if Phoenix. Phoenix never.
I can't remember.
So
Like,
Phoenix.
just screwing around with it.
Yeah, I mean Phoenix as a mortal found an exit of the underworld and exploited it.
I thought I was putting this extra door in there for Phoenix to escape.
No. I mean, maybe you thought
I
that.
don't think so. No, because Phoenix can go wherever Phoenix wants to.
Yeah, Phoenix goes wherever Phoenix
Yeah.
wants. No, I was trying to get Erebos outside of the realm of the dead and to be returned.
Yeah. And then was also trying to find coins for
Yes.
the 5 coins for Athreos, so he would bugger off.
Bugger off. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was showing you the secret door, right? The crack.
Yep.
Okay. That's all.
So what are you doing right now?
Just curious. I don't know. What was I doing before? I was helping other people do their own mischievous things. But I think we need to call a Godmoot, if you will.
Well,
Yeah.
that is the name of the stream. So what? Anything else you doing? You're going
Beyond
around doing that?
I think I would be insinuating that someone needs to take the place. We need a new god of the dead.
Okay. Farah, what are you doing? As Perforos is running around saying, "Oh, something needs to happen." What are you up to these days? Lots going on in the world.
Yes, I would like to check in on my cities, my civilizations. I would like to inspire those in Miletus, who I really value.
All right, so you're going around doing some damage control, inspiring people about the upcoming battle. Aroas, what are you up to? Aroas?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm actually keeping a very close eye on Fort Sandmouth, watching the army being developed, and keeping an eye on my champion. And as he gets stronger, I want to give him more power. But right now, I know he's kind of new, so he's not very strong. He can't handle a lot of power yet. I want to make sure that he gets stronger and learns a lot of leadership skills. So I'm kind of telepathically every once in a while giving him coaching, kind of like.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my focus is right now.
Okay. So you're watching Perforos create these metal boys and helping out your new Sagittarius. All right.
No,
And I don't know if I
The
want to
metal
start
bands
a
already
boy
exist.
band or a heavy metal band.
It's a boy heavy metal band.
Yeah.
They're like
They
a, they're
only
like a,
cover NSYNC songs, but they all do it heavy metal.
Yeah, drop D tuning. It's awesome.
Yeah.
no, they're like K-pop. I think
It's
they
good.
already existed. I didn't
Okay,
make.
so like
Yeah.
one way to distract your enemy is to do something random and unnoticed, and they're gonna start singing once in a while in battle.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Farike, what are you doing?
Well, I am checking in with my unnamed Leonin champion, who now has a name, Grexes, and just seeing what secrets, if any, he has picked up on what Perforos is up to.
All right, so you're hanging out, talking to Grexes. Phoenix, what are you doing?
Oh, yes, I am trying to find out what happened to Erebos.
How so?
Because I would very much like to teabag that motherfucker.
All right. You're trying to teabag someone who doesn't exist anymore. All right.
We don't know that he doesn't exist. We just know that he's not where he's supposed to be.
True.
True.
That's
You know, he's in derelict of duty. He should be taking care of the whole dead thing. We really need a replacement. What a failure as a god.
He should have never been chosen in the first place, and I would just like to offer my services up as the new deity of the underworld.
all right. Thassa, what are you doing?
I'm mad at Perforos because he's supposed to be my homie and he's not being upfront with me right now.
So,
What did I not do?
are you in Nyx, just kind of brooding, or what are you doing?
I was in Miletus trying to get my Tritons all in order, and then everything just went to hell. So I'm brooding right now.
Okay. All right.
But it's not going to hell. That's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Exactly. And Heliod, what are you doing?
So I'm like checking in with my homie Chiron and all my other spies down on the Earth or Theros, sorry, and just kind of seeing what's happening.
All right. So as you all are,
Oh, and I'm also keeping an eye on the gods, particularly Porphyros.
yeah. Absolutely.
I'm right here with you.
I know. I'm just eyeing you really suspiciously.
I blame you.
So the ones who are down in Theros or even the underworld, looking over at Fort Sandmouth, taking care of the Tritons, talking to the soldiers of Miletus, trying to inspire them, looking for the lost Erebos, you feel this tug. And as gods, you're not used to being pulled. You're used to having free will and doing whatever the hell you want to do. And as you perhaps try to struggle to talk to Chiron or look around the other bush for Erebos, against your will and whatever power you exude is not enough. And you are sucked back into Nyx. And you are brought to the central temple where you all face each other. And if you try to send yourself back to where you were, you are unable to. And sitting at the head of this table, you see Krufix, the god of horizons, who have called you all back to Nyx. And he looks at each of you with his nebulous face. Literally. And he says, "What have you done?"
You'll have to be more specific.
We done fucked shit up, man.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Vulva.
Nice.
I didn't draw that. No.
Just recognize it.
Your hubris has changed the balance of the cosmos. For that hubris, you are locked out from Theros. You'll remain here until I deem it appropriate.
Whoa, bro.
Hmm?
Who died and made you head god?
Perhaps
Somebody
you will remember,
died.
Phoenix, that I am the god of horizons.
Whoop-de shit. What does that mean?
It means that
Personally, I
until,
use T-Mobile.
until
Okay,
you
that.
all can figure your shit out, Phoenix, you'll be going fucking nowhere.
I've been told that before.
Yeah, I said it to her like 2 weeks ago.
Nowhere.
So you all also know that Phoenix is the oldest god. And
I think you mean
the...
Krufix.
What's that?
Krufix?
Well, Krufix and... Krufix, sorry, is...
Yeah.
The... Sorry, not Phoenix or whatever I said. Krufix is the oldest god. And along with his sister, who is down in the underworld guarding the Titans and not really an issue. And that he does have omnipotent power, more so than you all. In fact, there was a war not terribly long ago between Heliod and Perforos, in which he also blocked them from entering the mortal plane and leaving Nyx. So he has put up the barriers around Nyx, making it impossible for you to interact with a mortal plane.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, bro.
What's his name again? He doesn't have a label for me.
Yeah, same here. It's
He doesn't have a label?
Krufix.
Krufix, thank you. I couldn't agree more, Krufix. We need to deal with this ridiculousness.
We absolutely do.
Oh, there we go.
You're the class clown that's like, teacher, I'm on your side. Like, they were acting up. I saw them. I tried to stop them.
That's exactly what it is.
It's exactly what it's like.
It's Erebos, right? Who the god of the dead?
Yeah, he's down there in the bottom right.
Does anyone know where he went?
Yeah. So I've been trying to find. Are we going in order? What?
This is conversation.
Does anyone know what happened to Erebos? Like, I think that's what I've been trying to figure out, and I've not been having any luck.
He's left his post.
Yeah, but where is he going to go? I mean, the world is only so large, and Nyx and everything.
Hey, I'm hanging
Well,
out
apparently
on
he's
the
found
here.
he's found a place in which we cannot find him.
Krufix, I consult your wise counsel, bro.
Yes.
Do you know what happened to Erebos? Because this is what's causing all this mess, in my opinion.
I do not know. The only thing that I am aware of is that his bounds to our plane and our substance has been severed. And he is no longer what he used to be. Where he is now, I do not know, other than perhaps the mortal plane.
Well, isn't that ironic?
You called us all here. Why can't you just call him back?
He is no longer of our substance, little child.
A little patronizing, but I get your point.
You should give me some cookies then.
Yeah, actually, could we all have some cookies?
Let's have some cookies.
Have some fucking cookies. Here you go.
Delicious.
So Karanos speaks up and he says, Do you all understand what the risk is in what you have done? Do you
Well,
not,
we have...
have you
Go
not
on,
seen the suffering? That we all must be in balance?
Yeah, but you act as if we all acted with one mind, and we haven't.
I didn't make him disappear.
Neither have I. I mean, I hate Erebos more than anyone. Don't get me wrong, Erebos is an asshole, and I'm glad to see the back of him, but, like, I hate to kind of say this, but we need him, and I've been trying to find him.
Do we need him, or could we not just promote someone else to this position?
Who would we promote, Porphyros, and what job would they leave behind?
That is not for me to decide. I just believe we need to fill this position before things get worse.
Are you suggesting we promote a mortal?
Nilius speaks up and says, Heliod, you are a liar.
How have I lied?
You say that we need him, and that you are trying to look for him, and yet you sent an army of returned out of Adunus to fight him, to go into the Winter Nexus. They are marching across my lands as we speak.
Well, that's not what my goal was, and besides, that has nothing to do with him disappearing. I'm not saying I want him to be gone forever. I just don't want him to, like, you know, do his stupid little sly shit that he usually does.
I would not be surprised if you are the one that rendered him from his godlyhood.
I don't think I have that power. And you know that.
I call you a liar.
Well, it's your word against mine, bro.
I'm not a liar. You're a liar.
Exactly. I am not lying. I swear to myself, I was looking for him, and I couldn't find. I even went down and talked to Theros, and I couldn't get anyone to say shit to me. It was terrible.
Is Atheros the only being that saw what happened?
Yes.
Did they see it?
Huh?
Well, Atheros didn't see what happened.
Athreus knows that he was screwing around with the arch and then poof, disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
In fact, I think we should summon Athreos.
Athreos is here.
Oh, yeah, then.
Where is she?
Sam.
Oh, down there. Okay, he's down there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was covering it with my things. So,
He
Athreos,
needs to speak up. Yeah.
what happened?
So as you look at all of Athreos, I mean, he's pretty skeletal, but he looks real rough. And
You look rough even for a skeleton. That's bad.
he's like, hey guys.
I forgot his voice.
Yeah, so
That was more grizzled, but yeah.
Yeah.
well, you know, I'm real fucking tired.
Yeah, I bet.
It's real fucking rough down there. Like, you don't know. It's bad.
How could it be bad? There's no one's dying.
No, it's exactly it. I'm not getting my coin. I'm not getting paid.
I mean,
You know, no one likes working for free.
I have a question for you, Athreus. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be remunerated. I totally believe you should. But what do you spend your money on? I've always wondered that.
No, you know, I'm looking for these coins.
Yeah.
There's a soda machine in the break room.
It only takes these sitting coins. It has this like flaming hot Mountain Dew in there. It's the only one of its
Damn, I
kind.
want that so bad.
Once
the laundromat only takes quarters.
once I can do my laundry, I can get the fuck out of here. But
I mean, you can use our machine. It's cool.
no, I don't think.
Oh,
this
no, Helia, don't.
No. But what you don't understand, there's no one coming in. But like everyone's fucking trying to leave now. The word's gotten out. Like, and I don't know if you've been to the underworld, like a lot of you haven't, like at least for like a couple millennia or maybe even ever. Like there's some bad shit down here. And like they're trying to get out. And I'm like, I'm keeping the river Styx like all wavy and shit. But like it's getting like the chains holding up the roof, like they're falling down. Like this place is fucking falling apart, Like I don't know how much longer I can hold back the tide because like it's like people are trying to leave and it's bad.
We need to build a wall. Sorry.
Build a wall.
Build a wall. Build a wall.
Well, that's what we thought the fucking arch was gonna be, but I don't think that really worked out.
Yeah, so okay, well I'm curious, what was the last, you were the last person who saw Erebus, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened?
Well, we had some new arrivals, with the return heading out of Asphodel. Like all shit's kinda it's got a little backed up. There's a bit of a queue heading across, the river. And so these fucking cretins from one of these small villages, they're like, oh, we don't belong here. We had this deal with one of the guys, yada yada. And so they're like fucking hanging out and they see this big fucking arch and they're like, I see them whispering, they're like, blah, 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 and like they run up to that arch and they like touch it and like poof, he fucking disappears. And that's not supposed to happen. And I was like,
Wait,
we must locate these people.
Yeah, I don't know where they fucking went. They disappeared. They went back to the mortal plane. I don't know anything about the mortal plane.
After they touched the arch?
Yeah, they're fucking around with it, I'm like down by the river. It's up on a bluff. I don't know.
Perforos. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to you interrupting me.
Yeah. That's what I do.
I'll lean over to Athreus and go,
I'm used to that.
Yeah, I get it. Like, he's a fucking asshole. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Elliot. What do you want to say?
No, I was just going to say, that arch. Why is this happening? You just installed that, didn't you? And you created it?
It should be perfect. Who are these people?
I don't know. There's some
who escaped. We need to locate them and find who they were working for.
Well, never mind the people. What happened to Erebos?
Yeah, so
whatever happened to these mortals who escaped might be the same fate that happened to Erebos.
You always seem so keen to change the subject of this art, Theros.
If it's been destroyed or attacked by these mortals,
it seems to be working just fine. Are you saying that mortals could destroy your work, and you expect us to believe this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They said they had some sort of influence from the gods. It's possible that with the power of another god, these mortals could have damaged my arch.
Well, what about Erebos?
Yeah, so I was like, hey, Erebos, like, there's some shit going down. The new arch doesn't seem to be panning out all that great. And so, he came up and he was like, up on that bluff again. He was like looking on it, fondling it. He thought it was all great. And so he's like sitting there, analyzing it because that's what he does. and you know, making sure there's no germs or anything left on it. And then poof, he's fucking gone. And then there's this fucking like shockwave that fucking comes out of it, and I fucking land flat on my ass in my boat, you know. And I'm like, oh god. And then
You
like,
don't have an ass, first of all, but
hey, it's bony, but I got an ass. All right,
Yeah,
thank you,
the pelvis.
Phoenix.
you have a
Be
coccyx.
sensitive about it.
Okay, your coccyx. You landed on your coccyx. Okay, so Perforos, Erebos commissioned you for this gate, right? Perhaps this is all to his design. Maybe he was just wanting to get out of his job. Lazy, good for nothing asshole.
That is certainly something that could have happened. His specifications were what I based my design upon.
It all comes together now. I bet this was his design all along. He wanted to throw, he was tired of his job, and so he was just like, I'm going to bugger off. Sounds just like him, doesn't it?
Honestly, I don't.
Bro.
Erois, Afera, Farika, responses, comments?
Well, we're all tired of our jobs, so we don't just poof out of thin air.
You're tired of being the honorable dead guy?
What?
I mean, I probably shouldn't tell all of your followers that you're tired of being awesome and cool.
It's exhausting.
Exhausting. Poor Rois.
So I really think we need him back because I can't have a victory in battle unless the people get defeated. And if people are not being defeated, there is no victory in my name.
What about emotional
Nothing's happening.
defeat?
We gotta find Erebos. Or at least
Like a Lars von Trier movie.
Go ahead, Doc.
Perfect. From where we're at, can we investigate this gate?
what?
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can.
We've been locked in the room with Poirot at this point, so
I know.
Poor short-sighted Crufix is like, oh, I'm going to make you all not be able to investigate the problem.
yeah, the problem is now he's locked in here with us.
Yep.
He wants us to solve the problem. I believe the problem is we do not have a god of the dead, and we need one.
I agree.
But
Yes.
I think we don't know that we don't have a god of the dead, Porphyros.
We
We
need
know
to try
that
to get him
we can-
back.
We
I know
can
we
have
don't.
a temporary one. We don't need a permanent solution. We need an urgent solution.
Would anyone even know how to do his job? Maybe Athreos. That's who I would elect.
Athreos, perhaps.
I mean, he's already in the underworld.
Who would you suggest, Perforos?
I wouldn't even begin to have an idea of who could take charge on such a matter. Perhaps Heliod could.
I don't think that would be a good, or that would be wise, because then I wouldn't be able to fly my sweet chariot across the sky.
Perforos, that is the wildest idea you have ever.
I don't know. I'm just the scale of your job is of a similar scale.
Oh, scales. Well, I have plenty of those. I
Farika, are you offering to take this job?
have ample experience with life and death.
So does Mogus, but do you think he'd make a good boss?
Mogus has not left magical secrets in the underworld.
I vote for Crufix.
Afera, thoughts?
I am just taking it all in. I think that we definitely need to solve this problem. I do not like my cities being overrun by the undead
Or the Undying.
or the undying. I am appreciating making a city of the dead where they're all combined in one place and they can just have their own little city.
A separate but equal city for the undead?
Yes, perhaps even the undead can bring in their civilization.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
I call it Dead Dudeville.
It's more of like a, you know, you wanna reserve them so we, you know, for their
Oh,
own stuff. So
no.
it's not like a reservation, you know, like a returned reservation, you know. I think that sounds all right.
What
We're a little
about
bit
some kind
concentrated in
of
one area.
what
Slightly
about some
concentrated.
kind of remaking. Whenever someone dies, we just remake them into another person, like a new one. It could be something, oh, I don't know, I'm just pulling words out of the air, like a reincarnation, if you will.
That's not in the right order of things.
Yeah. There are some gods that do that, or like down the road. I don't know. It seems like it's kind of a pain from what I've seen.
Could we perhaps make artificial Erebos?
An artificial
Perhaps
Erebos.
you could make an artificial Erebos, and I can help give it to Brain.
If all of us work together, perhaps we could create a simulacrum.
Farika, what were you saying?
So we're making a false god. Why not just promote a mortal? Why not bring Xenagios back?
Yes.
I don't know who Xenagios is. You can't make him.
He was that satyr dude that like tried to join us. You remember?
No.
Yeah, you know, I saw him not too long ago. He's the satyr that wanted to become a god, and like he had all his parties, and he like, you know,
He was great.
you know, but you know, Perforos, you kind of hit the nail on the head there, where Xenagios, you know, he knew what our substance was, is that our substance is our followers, and you know that we aren't just like, we don't have a job. We don't like fucking apply for this job. You see, like we are the job.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just take over for someone. Like, you know, Mogus over there, like, he is Slaughter. And you, like, I don't know what the fuck you are, but I guess you're like the Forge or some shit. But, like, whatever the fuck that means. But, you know, I can't take that from you.
Says the god of Uber.
Hey.
God of Uber.
Hey, no, I give people a lift, all right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, just put mustache right. I forgot.
I like the idea of creating, with all of our knowledge combined, wouldn't that be awesome?
I don't know that we need Phoenix's knowledge in this.
Yeah.
I am your shadow, and no one is anyone without their shadow.
If we did combine our powers, it would be we would create a god kind of all in our own image.
I've got an idea. We'll write a note, and it goes, "Need a new god to take the place of a dead one who blasted into space."
Maybe we can try Craigslist, a job listing.
You want to become the embodiment of death?
Sure, we all do.
We could create a god and call it Googla or Googlos or something like that.
Googlos.
Together, yeah. The god Googlos. Well, I don't know.
I'm
I think
trying
we
to create a
feel-
solution here.
I think we need to figure out what happened to Erebos, because if there is a new god, whatever befell Erebos could befell like the new one.
Or what
Or
if
us.
someone in this room is responsible?
Or one of us. Now that we know that gods can be destroyed.
So,
We don't know
We've
what.
known that, actually. We've
really
actually known
quick, hands up, who actually liked Erebos?
Yes, this is our
I mean-
opportunity
I mean,
to
that's a
hire
fair
someone.
point.
Yeah, you're right. Erebos was kind of a douche.
He was an ass.
But he
Now,
does keep order.
Yeah.
This is our opportunity to hire someone much better.
we could create someone much better. Someone with maybe a little bit of sense of fun and isn't just boring.
Oh,
Do you
your
want-
sense of fun is so chaotic, Phoenix.
I mean, you can be fun without being totally chaotic. I'm not
just-
saying he has to be an image of me.
I hate to say this, but I don't know that I want a fun god of death. That just sounds like a terrible time.
I literally hate to agree with Heliod, but I'm in total agreement
Ah,
with Heliod. Death needs to be boring.
oh, kitties are like fun death. They're constantly trying to scratch you, but they're so cute. How about a cute death? Could we do that?
I'm more open to cute death.
Oh.
It could be like that vampire movie. What's it called? Interview with the... Yeah.
Interview with a teddy bear.
Yes.
I'm completely lost in this conversation.
I don't know where this is going.
All I'm saying is I think we should create. I'm agreeing with you, Perforos. I'm just doing it in a fun way.
Well, isn't that interesting? The two of you are in agreement.
Yes, I do not trust Phoenix
Yeah.
as hard as I can throw.
I just want to make sure that this problem is solved so that, one, we can leave this place, and I will give the side eye to Groovix.
Wait, quick point of order to Andy. Do we actually know how to make a god? Like, is that something in our... I know we're gods, but that seems like it'd be even beyond our skill.
Yeah, so Athreos tried to mention it, but outside of role play, what you do know is that you cannot create a god. The only people that you know that can create gods are mortals,
people.
and they make those out of the what's the right word? The zeitgeist might be a good word for it. And so, as they believe in death, because death is a real thing, the god of death was created. Okay, and the same with each of you. As chaos was created, so was Phoenix. Now, Phoenix has this understanding that they escaped through, this hidden passage in the underworld and then came up as chaos. But, it's like, is there ever any free will? Yeah, maybe not.
That's for us to decide.
Really, I think maybe Pharaoh is also coming to this, but like, if people still believe in death, death is there. Death would just recreate itself in the underworld. So how is Erebos not there?
Or another form
mystery.
of death.
Well, I think we're created by their beliefs, but I don't think we're like governed by them.
Well, but
I think we are
I
governed.
think we're created and governed by them, right? Like it's the only thing that gives us life, gives the gods life, is belief.
And
Is
I
it a
think
reciprocal type of thing though? Because nobody else is dying right now. They don't believe in death anymore.
That's perhaps the case. We must present a sight to these mortals, a vision of death returning, and then perhaps Erebos can return. I don't know how.
Very convincing death, perhaps the death of Phoenix.
Sure, whatever.
So with kind of that thought line though that Phoenix had, Crufix kind of leans forward and he says, "And that is why we all came together, is that the disappearance or destruction of a god has never occurred before.
No.
We are this is uncharted territory, and we must find a solution. My belief is that Erebos still exists, and we must find him."
Do you have any ideas, Screwfix?
Yes, God of knowledge.
That's so great.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Crufix.
Well, I was hoping there'd be a milk carton.
I have to say, Thomas, in rewatching the last episode, I didn't catch half the stuff you were drawing, and then rewatching, I was like, "Oh, that is awesome!" Like the little mermaid. I was like, "I'm so pretty."
Oh man!
It's for our loyal viewer.
No, there's nobody watching. It's fine.
Our loyal viewers. Love it.
Oh, Jaggy Man's watching. I see Jaggy.
Yeah.
Jaggy Man!
Jaggy man.
Woo!
Divine
Nice.
show tonight.
I see Jaggy Man there.
I wasn't the one who arranged these into a vagine.
Yeah, I was
Hey.
wondering.
They're just following the nebulous thing.
Draw the little man in the boat.
I'm going to blame either Magic the Gathering or Wizards of the Coast, because this is their image.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing,
They
right?
know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Read the description for a portable hole sometime.
Oh, we've talked plenty about Portable Hole.
What's the... Oh.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go against.
Wait, I haven't seen where this goes at this point.
We're so good.
Here's Erebos.
All right, so
Is there any way to gather believers and faith, like let's say my followers? Is there any way that I gather their energy to give me strength? Is that like their prayers, their belief, their following, their faithfulness?
So that energy lasts a long time, millennia. So things happen slowly. Like if one person believes in like a flying pygmy monkey, no offense to Alyssa with a pygmy monkey flying and throwing shit everywhere, but if someone believes in it, like it's not going to come
bringing it home.
right, it's not going to become reality. But like let's say there's like a village of people that believe in it over a century or two, that thing might become real on the mortal plane. But it takes a long time. It's just not one person believing in like Santa Claus that makes it real.
Yeah. So where is all his energy going? Where's all the belief, all his followers? Where is that going right now?
Right now, there is no belief. Death is vanished.
But the thing is,
we saw believers. We saw people worship. Well, our heroes did in that temple, and they were trying to sacrifice.
well, and there have to be villages that believe in death where people just haven't died yet. Like, not everyone is going to war every day. There are probably more people not dying than are.
True.
Perhaps.
Not everybody, but so many humans and mortals fear death, so they believe in it if they fear it.
Here, I'm gonna back up just real quick. So Apostle joined. So what's going on, Apostle, is that Krufix has called all the gods together and blocked them from interacting with the mortal plane at this point. In order for them to get their shit together, now that Erebos has disappeared, which is the first time a god has been kind of separated from their godlyhood ever. So we're trying to figure out what the hell to do next with lots of different ideas, like putting out.
I think we're coalescing on a single idea of somehow inspiring death, the worship of death on the mortal plane to either cause Erebos to return or to inspire a new god of the dead. Right? Does that sound like a feasible solution?
I don't think you can instantly summon a new god of the dead. I mean,
No, that's not the point. We're not trying to. We're having the mortals create.
I know, but I'm saying I don't think they could. If it takes a village 2 centuries to create something on Theros.
But we just need a burst of it, so a burst of belief, so that somehow Erebos could be returned. He's not gone.
I mean, I sent down a
Sebastian,
plague, and half of them didn't believe in that. It was crazy.
That's because they were dead.
But it still existed, said Karanos.
Exactly.
What kind of fool?
What was that, Farika?
I said, don't take credit for my work.
Well, I mean, we worked together. I commissioned a plague. Okay, let me be correct.
So Karanos speaks up and says,
If we were to commission a new death god, it would take centuries.
Yes.
And my fear is that by that point, people would no longer believe that death even existed.
Because it wouldn't.
Exactly.
Oh, if only there were a god who had dominion over life and death, and it gave people relief when they were suffering. Where might we find such a god of affliction?
Well, we all agree that he has disappeared. You know, the god of death, not the god of affliction. We don't really care about the god of affliction. I mean, they don't really do anything.
Oh, really? Oh, you think
Oh,
the
no.
mortals are suffering now? What if take away my medicinal powers? What if no one can heal any longer? Yes, just dismiss the sister who deals in affliction. Sure.
Farika, are you suggesting that you could take these responsibilities?
I'm saying it is in my wheelhouse already.
I'd say between you and Athreos, you are the closest.
Parika, I thought all you could really do is create and dispel suffering, but not death itself.
But who do they pray to for an easy death?
I mean, either way, we need them to die. They need themselves to die, really.
Yes, and who knows all about poisons? Oh, wait, it's me.
Well, but I mean, and I just happened to know because I was talking to my bro Chiron. He was like one of my dudes on the ground. He was saying that he saw some people getting cut up. They were suffering pretty heavily, and they weren't dying. And I mean, that's really the point. They need to be able to die.
Once Big Brother takes our name off his fancy tree and lets us have our powers back, I could go down and perhaps do something about this. Make them believe.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Would anyone else be competent in this position? I believe Farika and Athreos, you perhaps could share the responsibility.
So, Apostle didn't say this, but Mogus steps up and throws his warhammer onto the ground and says, "Burn!" Or actually, Mogus just chimed in and says, "You can't fix what isn't broken. It's like what I say, you can't slaughter without the slaughter. So you cannot practice death without the being defined by his control of death. You are all following along. I will be the god of death." What is death but a slaughter?
I feel like there's an awful lot of paperwork. The death part, I get. The death part, you're very adept at funneling people into the underworld.
Athreos can handle the paperwork.
But
Not so adept right now, are you?
Well, no, I'm a bit out of a job at the moment.
Yes, exactly. Well, perhaps...
So what am I to do besides bring people to get death? This is my field. I love death.
You're correct. Mogus also has a vested interest, as does Erois, in death returning. Perhaps the four of you could share the responsibility?
We don't get along. We don't agree.
And how do you propose they just suddenly become the god of death and people start dying? They exist right now and people are not dying.
That's true.
I don't know.
You know, if the four of us can do this, Erois can go and jump off a fucking cliff.
If enough mortals believed in death again, would Erebos
reappear?
Yeah, reappear.
Krufix steps up and says, "It is not about believing. The people believe. It is that you all, with your hubris, have conspired against death and our god of the death, Erebos, and has affected the mortal plane in ways that were unforeseen."
Krufix, I think you're right. I think we need to figure out what happened to Erebos and return him somehow. Now, I was asking Athreos about this new arch. It seems like that's pertinent to this. I don't know if it's Porphyros or some other god that did something to it, or to the return or whatever. We need to figure this out.
Yes, I agree. That is the logical conclusion. That is the timing matches up.
Hey, Jay, just real quick, your mic is on your shirt.
I think you were sitting on it.
Or sitting on it or something.
No, sorry, so. Could you guys hear me okay then?
Yeah, we can hear lots of stuff.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, there wasn't a
we
lot
hear
of
you
stuff
just
like that.
fucking fine, buddy.
I think we must locate these mortals who were the last to use the portal before the mishap.
So Mogus,
Yeah.
he says, "Arch, what arch?" So it's the arch that we all talked, and Perforos said that he installed this arch, and that Athreos then said that Erebos was fucking around with this arch and disappeared, and that there is this group of humans that went through the arch.
We're on a
and
mission from some god.
Yes.
Right.
So, sorry, Perforos, what were you saying about something, or someone was saying?
I think.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
I agree, Heliod. We need to figure out who has destroyed my arch, who has damaged it in a way that might have interrupted Erebos' duties.
Even if we don't figure out who did it, we need to figure out how to return Erebos. Whatever he did, we need to figure out how to get him back.
Was there an arch before the arch?
No.
Yeah or no?
So the issue is that there is this hidden way on kind of this side of the river Styx, where if you know about it, you can kind of squeeze your way through and return to the mortal plane. It's called what is the Phoenix Way?
Path of Phoenix.
The Path of Phoenix. The Path of Phoenix. Yes, thank you. Since Phoenix was the one that discovered it, it's kind of like America, where it's discovered by America, and so they named it after America. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought it was named after America.
Amerigo Vespucci.
I know. It would have been so much cooler if it was Vespuccia.
That would be cool.
Cooler if it was
The USV.
Vespuccio.
Exactly.
So-
Or Columbia.
Is that how the return got out? Then through that
That's
passage?
how they originally got out, yes. And
Okay.
as Athreos described, like, now that there's an actual arch, big golden arch that people are like, ooh, that looks real good. They're all running towards it.
We just added an HOV lane.
Yeah, exactly. It's only 1478 to to pass
That's
through.
all.
And all of your mortal memories.
Yes, that is true. All your mortal memories.
We can dismantle the arch if we need to.
That would be super fucking helpful.
Let's do it. Well,
Just saying, like,
Proofix. It seems the arch is the cause of this problem, or at least where it started. I think we need to dismantle it.
Before we dismantle it. Sorry to interrupt you, Porphyros. Go.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, before we dismantle it, we need to investigate it.
It seems that it is causing the problem.
Yeah, but it clearly has something to do with...
I think the best place to investigate it is in the forges where it was created.
I don't know
Even
about
the
that.
slightest imperfection, I can find it.
Yes, I think you should investigate it for I can't talk.
Yes,
But-
But to Heliod's point,
It's Gorditos. Thank you very much.
investigate your own invention and see where you might have messed up. Yes, that is trustworthy.
I believe it has been damaged somehow. I think these mortals have escaped and have somehow found a way to circumvent it. And yes, I agree. This is most perplexing, and I not once have my inventions, my creations, been subverted in such a manner. And
Yes,
it
and that
hurts.
is why I find it so suspicious.
yes, we should.
I think we should investigate it, but I think we should not take just one individual, just in case that magic is still there and we lose another god.
Erois, I agree. I suggest you join me. Do you agree?
I suggest we all investigate it before you destroy it.
I'm not destroying it.
I thought you were going to burn it back in the forges.
Burn it? No, I don't destroy anything. My house I'm a hoarder like you wouldn't believe.
I think our collective knowledge.
There's a room with the Ark of the Covenant, and
I want Thassa's input, but before
Yes.
that, if she's around, Moga says,
Investigating is boring. Let's just heavily punish whoever is involved. Hey, Porphyros, what do you feel about acupuncture?
Yeesh.
Find it very helpful. I don't.
I mean, you built it. I have a little sword that I could skewer you with.
Can you even? Are you threatening me?
I am threatening everybody, including you.
This has Phoenix's name written all over it.
Who built it? Porphyros.
I mean, that is true. So perhaps, but I trust Perforos. I do not trust Phoenix.
Thassa.
I mean, as much as I can trust.
Sure. Thassa, what do you think?
We can't hear you.
Lost her mic.
Oh no! Cold mic.
Thassa's muted.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nope.
No. No.
That's where he,
I think
Speechless.
we should stop arguing and just go down there and check it out.
They're not
I'm
letting.
careful.
Crufix is not letting us.
I know he's not, but if we agree to it, maybe it's like a crew fix will open the passageway.
no, still can't hear ya.
Try refreshing.
No. No, don't do that.
No, that was like that. You were just begging, like, no, no.
No, that is like the
Whatever
nuclear
you do.
option. Let's just blow this shit out of the water. Maybe you sat on it too long.
Yeah, it might have come unplugged. If there's a button that activates it, it might.
Oh yeah, the mute button. Mine has a mute button.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of solutions here.
Unplug and plug it back in.
Hey, can
We
you hear me?
let's do some ASMR. Come on, Andy, do some ASMR.
Nice voices here. You can do some really good
Andy
voices.
immediately deep throats the microphone.
We're making. Let's entertain the fan while we wait.
Do-do-do-do. Elevator pitch. Or elevator music.
Use that.
Pitch. Man, that thing like just fit all in my mouth. That fit. So ASMR, I just have to say, is the
Stupid?
worst. It is the worst.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
No, it's not that I just don't get it. It is a visceral, like spinal cord reaction where I feel it in my biceps, I feel it in my back, and it's like nails on a chalkboard, but like in the gut. Like it kills my soul. And I've tried it. I'm like, oh, what is this video like on YouTube or whatever? And I'm like, what is this? And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, and it's ASMR, and it's just horrible.
Especially the eating ones.
Oh no!
The eating ones
I
are the
don't like the
worst.
sound of food. I don't like the sound of food generally. There's no good sounding food, right?
That's why we have the TV on when we eat sometimes.
Amy can attest that mouth
Hello?
sounds.
Hey,
Hey, ASMR.
I told you to refresh. We all knew it was Roll20.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
So I do want to say, so Mogus did, because I gotta give preferential treatment to the person who's actually typing. Mogus does say,
I am merely providing my support, aided by the will of the council, to reinstate peace and fulfill the rights ordained by our creation. And
What?
that peace... Oh, Porphyros, peace might hurt a bit. Interrogation? Yes. You know, a peaceful interrogation. How do you say... Or, how do you say, Karanos? Is that... Or to this proposal?
I'm having the hardest time following you when you're doing the voice. Whoa!
So essentially, yeah, and it's hard to read and like make sure the right inflections
I
are
heard
going
some
on.
buzzing. I don't know what that was. Is it me?
Probably
I
us.
think it's their mic. So essentially, Mogus is willing to, torture Perforos for the effect, or to get information out of you, and is looking at Karanos for support.
I don't think that you can. I don't think torture. One, we all understand that torture is not a legitimate form of information extraction because anyone will say anything to end it. This is for really truthful. Torture is worthless. Also, I don't think you can torture a god.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel pretty tortured sometimes.
This is
You're sitting on the bonnet of your Jeep, staring off into the sunset as it steps on the ocean.
Yes, exactly.
Eating a taco.
All right, Thassa, you're up.
I really want to go check out this arch. Rufix is not going to let us, though, is he?
No.
So Krufix looks at you all and says, You have meddled in things that you do not know, and the things that I thought were well hidden from you all. But I will allow you to go to the mortal side of the River Styx, to this arch, to investigate. And
Let us go.
And you all find yourselves through
Living in
your
a
own
shotgun shack.
yeah, in a shotgun shack. No,
We're in Setessa, right?
Part of the world.
you all are on this side of the mortal plane. The River Styx is flowing beneath you. You see an endless expanse of the River Styx. It is not like a little river like the Platte or something like that. Like this is it looks like an ocean. And you see a little harbor where, Theros has this plugged in soda machine that he just yearns for. And,
Who collects the coins out of it?
right. And there's like,
Fred comes around every Tuesday.
right. And the place is fucking desolate. Usually this place has hordes of souls, and it is empty. But what you do see coming across the river, so there are chains that connect from the ceiling, really. This rock ceiling connecting down into the Styx. They are beginning to fray and snap and disintegrate. And there are giant monsters and demons and fleets of ships beginning to sail across this river, getting to this arch.
So they're trying to exit the underworld?
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is like Black Friday, where like everything's free. So
someone really damn broke the arch. Then this arch is
like Stranger Things, where dimensional portals opening and the beast can come out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay. Not
what
good.
was a trickle is now just a massive exodus, I assume.
Yeah, and Mogus says, "Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite vacation spots. It's great. It's a beautiful view."
Well, clearly the arch is broken. It's kaput. It's busted.
It's a crime scene, yeah.
Is there a way we could gather our powers together to lock it for at least
Poison the
part of the time until we find what happened to Erebos?
I think we're gonna
stop
have
them.
to.
The monsters.
Is there a god of stopping people in traffic?
So Mogus, he does.
Athreos, I guess.
Mogus does launch one of his spears and sinks one of the oncoming boats, but
Good job, Mogus.
so Phoenix, Farike, you want to poison the arch?
That was mostly sarcasm, but that's my go-to weapon. So
That's what you do.
Well, I think we block it up. It's clearly destroyed.
We need to see what's happened with it.
I'm sure it wasn't defectively built.
Well, something happened to it. That's why I'm blaming these mortals. The last known people to interact with it before this happened.
He's a poor carpenter who blames
It's not a poor carpenter who blames someone who breaks into their workshop and smashes all their tools.
So you say mortals can break this gate of the undead that you built as a god?
Yes, I find myself in agreement with your father.
As do I.
But we've already heard from Athreos that these mortals had had support from the gods.
Well, first of all, whose mortals were they?
That's what we need to find out.
I think it would be worth talking to them.
Yeah, do we know where they are? Athreos, do you know where they went?
Hey, I have no fucking clue. Once people exit my realm here, like, they go up there, and, like, the sad thing is like, once they become returned, which, I don't know. I fucking think this Arch still makes them returned. I don't know.
Athreos.
But, like, they don't remember anything. They don't remember, so I don't know. What's that? What's that, Bufferos? What do you want?
I put it in chat.
Hey, I'm the god of RTD. Yeah. Yeah, you know, as long as you got your mask on, you go sit in the back, make sure you got your tokens.
Yeah, it breaks down a lot.
Yeah.
Breaks down all the fucking
Me too, little boss. Me too.
Yeah, it's like, next stop.
How big is this open archway right now?
If you guys ever rode the Met in New York, it's like, next stop.
You're like, okay.
I wish RTE was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Next stop.
At least it runs.
Yeah, the Met does run.
Unless it's
Usually.
flooded.
Yeah, unless it's flooded or, you know.
Yeah, we need to block the portal. Can we block? Who wants to
Well, how
block?
big is this
I suggest
archway portal?
Mogus.
How big is the portal area? Or I forgot how to pronounce your name.
Areolas.
Areolas.
No.
Mogus can block it, right? Mogus can do it.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shield. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to kind of jam it into the ground right in front of the archway. And then I'm going to try to make it expand as big as possible to try to create like a temporary block. I know it's not powerful enough to like stop everything, but if we can just buy us some time.
Yeah.
All right.
That
To
seems,
stop the beasts from
seems
invading.
feasible.
I would like to fortify his shield into a wall.
Thank you.
Working
yeah.
together.
Everybody do something to help
Can
empower
I spend
the
some waves on the river
Ooh.
crash over the boats?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to super heat the shield. Really hot. It's a hot shield.
Yeah, so Thassa, you go over to the coast, for lack of a better word, really, and you send another tidal wave, and these boats get pushed back
Nice.
all the way to the other end of Nyx and the far coast, disrupting their plans and damaging most of the boats for sure. Karamitra, for her part, she does put another wall of vines in front of the other shield to help guard it in a kind of 365 angle. 360, because it's not a calendar.
As Farika sees Karamitra putting up vines, she summons some Medusas to put outside the gate to turn anyone who approaches it to stone.
Ooh.
I miss.
Turn all the dead people to stone.
Yes, that is a good idea.
Hey, you know, they're already dead, but, you know, that's fine. Whatever. It's just
Maybe
souls.
just stun him.
You know, it's the souls. You can turn the souls to stone, I guess.
I like that Athreos is just resigned to.
It's like, hey,
Whatever.
no, I just want my coins.
Exactly. I just want to go to the soda machine. That's all I care about.
I've been a cabbie for 400,000 years.
True.
That would be the episode title.
So, Mogus, he raises up his arms and slams them down, chanting a horde language.
French?
Yeah, exactly, French.
Les poissons, les poissons.
Anyway, so and orangish mist encircles him and runs from runes from the glyph of warding onto the shield. So he creates this glyph of warding and puts it on the shield as well.
Wow.
You guys
Look at that. You're helping your brother.
I can help when I want to. If it will bring back the glory of slaughter, I will do what I can.
Can I just say I like how we're all working together as a team?
Oh, man.
That's nice.
Congratulations, you've turned it into D&D.
Greatest transmutation spell ever.
I look over at Mogus and I say, "Thank you, brother."
Hey, brother.
Oh,
Go fuck yourself.
Aw, that means he cares.
Back at you.
So Mogus does say,
This glyph will activate to Erois, so I'd recommend you stay your distance.
so really, if you get too close, Erois, it's gonna fuck you up.
it's kind of a dick move, Mogus.
That's my shield.
Well, was your shield?
Kind of working together.
We're working together.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, what's going on over here?
That's sweet.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You
Oh,
doing
it's good.
Medusa?
Okay, now that we have that temporarily taken care of, we need to look for evidence or some kind of clues. What do we
So-
see? Can we?
Oh,
do
now
like-
it's Scooby-Doo.
just look at something? Like, let's see if there's anything.
I can't
Are there
remember.
any
Just,
shards of the arch left? Or did
Can you
it-
say that in a Scooby-Doo voice, and then I'll do it? Let's go look around for clues.
Find answers, guys.
Yeah, so Erois is proposing to, now that the hordes of the undead are, waylaid, what to do? Investigate?
I think we should investigate the arch. Although hasn't Heliod investigated this before?
Yeah, but you didn't know what you were looking for. You didn't know, and you didn't have all your friends with you. You have all your brothers and
That's true.
sisters.
All right. Yeah, I want to check this arch out. Maybe it's something there. And maybe we could send somebody else to try to find these undead that left.
So I'll do a very rare D20 roll for you all.
Oh,
Just straight up.
Straight up.
See what that is.
Oof.
Oh,
Farrah doesn't get arches.
not at all.
Sorry.
Oh, we all have to do it?
Does the
only
arch-
if you're investigating.
Does the arch look destroyed? Does it look damaged? Like it's working way beyond the capacity it was meant for.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Okay.
Might be
Do I have to investigate my own arch?
If you choose to not and choose to fail, Phoenix, Perforos...
No, I want to know. I want to know if it's been damaged by the use at much higher than capacity as was intended.
Yeah.
Do I roll a
Let's
d20?
do- Oh, sorry.
So, Phoenix, go ahead.
I would like to investigate, and I would like to touch the rift.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got a
Okay.
12, so.
Well, but I know where it is.
Yeah, you do. You
So I don't really
That-
need
that
to
would be-
investigate.
that would be
Yeah,
high enough.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Did I
roll.
roll the highest with a 13?
I think you did.
Oh God, yeah.
We're a
Mogus
bunch
got a
of
5.
dumb-ass gods.
Jesus.
We all did awful.
Wow.
We rely too much on our godliness. We're not so good at
Can I
doing.
can I ask a question or two about the arch then?
I mean, it's your arch.
Is it more damaged than it was supposed to be?
No, I mean it works exactly how
It
you
works
thought it was.
exactly as planned.
Yeah,
It was meant to be a slow trickle, not a swarms of people charging through.
So the idea of the arch, as I interpreted it, is that there was a small, almost imperceptible crack in it. And if it was touched by mortals, it would transport them back to the mortal plane. If it was touched by Erois, it would zap him into whatever state.
Anthem zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it would screw him up pretty good. And,
was it only Erebus or all gods?
I think it was made for Erebos.
It was made for Erebos. And Phoenix, despite what you all know, knows of this crack, and so does Perforos. And now most of the underworld knows of this crack too. So it's kind of like, you know, if you push a button, it might be small, but if you push enough, you're going to get your friends through, you know?
It's like Yahoo understands the word secret when they use it in their news articles.
Yes. Yes. Erois also, or Mogus does say,
I'll take a look in my own fashion. Now, where is that? Ah!
Mogus sounds a whistle and summons his Cerebus hound.
Come on, boy, sniff around the arch.
And he gets a 5.
I think.
Himself.
What about the other gods?
This may not come up, but I do want to go on the record and say that all the return that have gone through this passage forget that it exists.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So if we were to ask them, they wouldn't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
So the other 4 gods, let's see what they roll real quick. 3, 18, 10, and 16. Who got the 18? That would be actually Athreos himself? No, let's see. Where am I? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's actually Karamitra gets an 18.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she's the nice one.
Yeah.
Depends on your perspective.
Yeah, fuck Karamitra like 7 ways of Sunday. I got no use.
I like
She's
her.
a fucking liar. She's a fucking liar.
Yeah, so Karamitra, she steps up and she says, everybody in Perforos, there seems to be an imperfection in your arch. What is this?
Ooh.
I don't know. It looks to be damage to the arch.
I am no master of architecture, but this appears to be not just a damage, but an actual imperfection from someone who prides himself in perfection.
I think if it was perfection, it would have perfectly looked like damage.
Or it perfectly worked the way that you wanted it to.
Oh.
I did not create the damage in my own work. I wonder what has happened here that something such as a crack could appear.
Yes, how might the god of Forge, the greatest creator in existence, have an oopsie in their famous grave?
So
Exactly. I don't believe.
Yes, I don't believe a word you say.
So Phoenix comes up and yells, "It was me!" and touches the crack.
Oh,
Oh dear.
It
What
was
happened
all
to
me.
you?
He had nothing to do with it.
I thought that if a god touched it, they would disintegrate.
I don't know what the.
I thought it was. Is it all gods or is it just Erebus?
So what we talked about before is that it was specifically designed for Erebos.
Okay.
Okay.
I think when we first-
Mogus does say this smells fishy, and I'm not very bright.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we were under the impression, at least I was, that it was specifically geared for Erebos.
I love the image of Phoenix like pressing it,
Well,
not going
The
anywhere.
thing is, it's not just for Erebos if other creatures have been getting through. I
Well,
would
but-
argue.
Right.
But God-wise.
God-wise, so I'll say that
I think my original thought was that someone would touch it from either side and they would flip. But I don't think that.
Where's the other end of the arch?
I don't know. Where is it?
Oh, you installed it.
It's on the mortal plane in Satessa, right?
Oh, in the Winter Nexus.
Yeah, that was how it originally came through, but I don't think that's the way it was. I will say that I don't think that's how it works in canon.
Yeah. So I would say Phoenix, being the god of mischief and whatnot and chaos, is that you do touch it and you do feel this draw. And you feel it going onto the mortal plane towards the Winter Nexus, but being that you are still confined by Krufix, you are pulled back to where you are permitted to be.
Okay, then I turn into a fruit fly and I buzz away real quick with a tiny little mask.
And with a tiny little mask.
Big treasures.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And Phoenix. And Phoenix Krufix with his 8 arms, or 4 arms, he grabs you and he looks at you and he says, "Stay still, little child." and he kind of holds you in his hand for the time being.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh no!
Wait. So I'm confused. Phoenix. Why would Phoenix try to take sole responsibility of this? That doesn't sound like him.
It does not sound like them. I do not believe them in the slightest. There is more going on. Although, I do believe Phoenix is also responsible.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
So
I mean,
I'm not fully responsible, but I am responsible.
Partially responsible.
I mean, can you ever really believe a god that's called the god of deception?
Do not trust you.
And so with that, Karamitra steps up and says, "Fariki, given that they are all your friends, I believe that you are probably part of this devilry as well. So that people could endlessly suffer and that you could give them your concoctions of death and watch them writhe in pain for all eternity.
Oh, really?
You are vile."
I have my own methods of making mortals suffer. Their death is a learning experience. You only learn. I want to accuse you in front of all the other gods of all the lies you have told. I initially offered you a boon, great harvest in exchange for information. And instead, you started all of this coalition building, making allies to turn against you. And then I caused a blight to your crop. It's true. And you shared the information and I listened. But then you lied to other gods to build yet another coalition against me. I challenge you to find any of the gods I have lied to. I have not lied to any. You are the liar.
You may not lie, but you are evil, and you love to see the suffering, the affliction of mortals.
What I can learn from it, yes.
Yes, and so the longer that you can keep them from death and learn how their suffering is endless, and see how your evil concoctions, your bastardization of nature. Right, Nelia? Nelia's like, yeah, totally.
Nelia is on my side. Sure.
I'm not sure Nelia is on your side.
What have I done to nature? What have I done? You who would harvest nature, not let it grow, not learn.
I am here to provide nurturing to all living creatures.
True.
How's that going, by the way? It is my medicine that heals them up when they are cut down, when they are ill. I am the only one who is preventing suffering among the mortals right now.
Guys, it doesn't even matter. How do we get... So what does this scratch mean? Is there a way to summon Erebos using this somehow? I don't quite understand it. It's not my magic.
From what I can tell, it looks as though this is a portal to the mortal world. Perhaps Erebos has been transported there.
transported to the mortals?
Is it not possible?
It is, but I've been scouring the skies for however long he's been gone. And I haven't seen anything that remotely resembles him.
I don't believe mortals live in the skies.
No, but I'm looking down on Theros.
Well, maybe when he went through the gate, he lost his memory, like all the other.
You are looking for Erebos, not whatever mortal form Erebos might have taken.
Does anybody know how to... Wait, is there a god of magic? I can't remember.
No.
Like Arcana?
Yeah.
Hecate, not in this one.
I mean, it's all kind of split between everybody.
Okay, never mind. But Crufix, you're the god of horizons. I mean, this seems like it's your territory.
It does seem like that.
What I know is that he was removed from all substance as a god, and that it is my understanding that he has returned to the mortal plane as a returned of some sort. But as any returned, he, and as Phoenix obviously knows, he would lose all his memories, and his soul would be rendered from his body.
But he would retain his power. Somewhere there must be a return of enormous strength.
That's true.
That is...
We don't know if this is what happened. This is just a theory.
That's true as well.
But it is what we can tell from what happens to everyone else who goes through this damage.
So, Crufix brings you all back to Nyx, and he says, I will let you scour Theros. Real quick, Mogus also says, we just need to find mortal-esque beings with a lot of cleaning supplies. Yes, that was surely built into his character quite well, yes.
Good point, Mogus.
Yes.
Stunned a zombie that smells like incense. We're
and Crufix does say, yes, thank you, Mogus. I think that would be a good start. I will give you leave of Nyx to search for this returned and this Eidolon. What you know of Eidolons, and I will send you a picture of an Eidolon real quick. Oh, monsters, Eidolons. Why is it not coming up?
They're really great Magic the Gathering cards, is what I...
Yes, they're very pretty.
Ugh. Is it?
Actually.
Oh, that's from Warframe.
Where is it? Why don't I have any Eidolons? Where are you? Where are you?
How do you spell it?
Hold on. Yeah, Eidolon.
If you just do Eidolon, you'll get Warframe, Games Workshop, all kinds of stuff. You have to add like Theros or something.
If you look at images, though, you get a bunch of things that look like Predator.
It's like a robot.
That's from Warframe.
What the hell?
If you add Theros at the same time, you'll get more.
Okay, let's add Theros.
Theros or magic.
Okay.
What?
That shows some stuff.
Are they light or wait?
They look like they're made out of stuff.
Like stars and
They look
soldiers.
Nyx-born. That's Nyx in them, isn't it?
Yeah, they look very Nyx-born. Oh, here it is. Maybe.
They look cool.
Mm-hmm. That's
Come on, you fucking stupid roll 20. Okay, so
The true god of this.
here,
The
there's
worst
one within Nyx, or on the map here.
cool.
Spooky.
So what you know, and so remember I sent you that like really awful picture of like this creature with like its mouth open and things like that. That is not what the rendered soul of a returned is. It actually turns into this very beautiful type of creature called an eidolon that wanders the world and thinks that is in continual combat. The other part of it is a returned. And so once those two are reunified, the soul and the body, then it will become what it used to be, right? And that's what Phoenix actually did with, I think, 4 or 5 of the returned, is found their eidolons and returned them to their bodies as a gift and as a show of solidarity with the returned leaders. What was that?
Good faith.
Yes. Good faith is a good way to put it. So, so Crewfix does express that probably Erebos has an eidolon and a returned body out there somewhere in the world. But yeah, they're going to have godlike powers.
Cool.
Can I show up to my oracles and have them keep an eye out for something like that without giving away too much information?
So Crewfix does say, I will let you return to your planes. Although your hubris and your wanton disregard of destiny over the last centuries has untold consequences that you do not know what lies beneath. And Carano steps up and he says, this disregard of destiny is what I have feared. That you all have completely forgotten who you are and what we are. Infighting and strife is part of any family. But there's something changing, something brewing. And this, I fear, will wake up that beast. That you all have gone too far, that this strife has gone too far.
What? All right.
And so with
Buffalo Bill. Sorry.
No.
The Buffalo Bills, is that what you asked?
Yes.
Great big fat dog.
And so with that, you all regain access to Theros. The wall has been returned back to its normal state. You can go anywhere within Nyx that you, or Theros that you see fit. Death still does not exist for mortals, even though you continue to look out. You do get this sense from Asphodel that there is something powerful, like this emanating energy that Perforos was looking at in the beginning of the night, of some kind of divine presence near Asphodel. As you all are looking around, everybody is pulled in an instant towards a city near Miletus named Eltrisos.
Oh.
You all have different followers, different temples. Many of them, or there is a temple for each of you within Altrios itself. And your attention is snapped in this outcry of voices to you all. And as your attention comes to Altrisos, you see creatures come out of the depths of the ocean. Thassa, you feel this like pain within you as these creatures step forth. They are giant, as big, if not bigger, than each of you. and they step out of the ocean, towering over the toy walls of this city that were designed by Aphera herself to keep out Kraken. They easily step over this wall and begin to lay waste to the city, rendering mortal souls, destroying the souls completely, not just causing them to die, but destroying the substance that their souls exist in. The city, it isn't just slaughter. It is annihilation of this city. There, at the end of it, with particular malice towards the Neclean complex, it is completely destroyed. As you sit there watching, you are helpless and powerless in this event. And as these creatures begin to return back to the depths of the ocean, Thassa, you feel this last strong urge of hatred and heebie-jeebies. They disappear from your realm. And Krufix brings you all back to Nyx. And Krufix says, "It is as I feared. You have awakened her." And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Oh, man.
Yay!
We didn't agree on the splitting the duties of death up between the 4 people.
Here's what I'll say from Farika.
I said no.
She would be willing to work
Oh
with
my
Athreos,
gosh.
but she is not
Are those
interested in
like
working with
Titans?
the Dummy Brothers.
Are those like Titans? Or
What are they?
You get this.
Dummy Brothers?
You get the sense they're Titan-like, if
Rose
not
Brothers.
Titans themselves.
It is.
oh my gosh, and those are so powerful.
Yeah, they're like Grandpa, but like real mean. Well, maybe your grandpa was real mean. I don't know.
At war with Grandpa.
Yeah.
That's so scary. We just stood there watching this whole thing.
I mean, that feels pretty on point for gods, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair.
Trust me, mythology professor.
I thought that was a vision. I guess.
No, that is not a vision. That
No, it's,
happened.
Scary.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we hit their library while we were in town, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's the other place.
That's the other place.
That's the other
but-
place.
Yeah.
Guard.
Well, that we were at the last festival. Well done.
That is true.
Wait, was that the Death Town? I don't remember.
Yeah, that is the death.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where y'all wanted to like stand toe to toe with the Grave Titan,
Yeah.
And yeah,
and I was keen on running the fuck away.
yeah. That is also the home of the Neclean philosophical order that believes that perhaps destiny isn't all what it's chalked up to be, and that if you can control the gods, you can control your own destiny.
Oh,
The Nicolean philosophers teach that reason or destiny underlies all of reality, so that everything that takes place must unfold just as it does.
Yes,
Philosophy.
and since the attack on Altrisos by the Kraken and they're praying to Aphera, they changed their like the top of the order now believe that yes, destiny is great and all, but that you can control destiny if you control the gods.
Oh.
And that is what the head of the order told the characters
Oh yeah.
when they were hanging out.
Stands a reason.
And
Nick, nobody plays D&D to run away.
Five, on the other hand.
So we're not going to have death in the game for like another month.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of wanted to sort out the.
Yeah, I wish we just had death.
Yeah.
So what you all got the So what you do what you felt is that there is a pull towards Asphodel. for this god.
Mm-hmm. Which is where the other party are going, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're gonna run into Erebus.
Yeah, I had that thought too.
That sounds like an '80s sitcom.
Yeah. But what happens? Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah,
Can,
thank
can
you.
I,
Thank you.
can I prepare protection from evil and good twice?
Y'all
Can you
are-
protect protection from chaos?
Yeah, you all are in Miletus for a little while. So
yeah, it's true.
what I will say for your other characters, again, they're going to be in Miletus for like a week. And so these events will happen towards the end of that week, right before you're ready to set sail. And so what will happen next week is that kind of between that time, we'll do it off camera, but they have met with the 12 and the 12 debriefed that, hey, Altrisos is wiped off the planet. But if there's anything that you all want to do or buy particularly, please let me know beforehand. And then I'll get the price for you. And if we need to haggle on camera, we can do that. But otherwise, it's like Waterdeep. This is the biggest city in the world. It's the most advanced city in the world. So if you want to get anything, now would be the time. You're going back to the
Random items,
wilds.
please.
It's like
I don't want to pick and choose. I want to be given some random ass weird stuff.
A deck of many things.
No.
No, dear God, not that.
The thing about the deck of many things is it's mostly bad.
It's about a quarter bad, but if your luck turns the wrong ways, it's all bad.
But
we have a lot of money now.
I feel like it's more bad than good. I don't know.
Yeah, the bad is real bad.
Yeah, you don't exist anymore type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a billowing cloak because it'd be fun. Just billows. That's all it does.
That's awesome.
I cast Scott Stapp in every Creed video.
I was wondering who that was and where they were from, but
There it is. There it is. Oh man.
all right. Well, go and watch the video of oh, my brain is not working.
Kitty business
American Gothic. No, American Psycho.
American Psycho.
Maybe.
Yes, I sent the link to everybody.
You did?
I think I came across that one time.
All right. Well, and good job, everyone. You all roleplay the shit out of this. I know it was not well structured, and so it's all just, hey, what do y'all want to do?
I'm sorry, I missed the very last bit. What was the the threats people were levying against Perforos?
Well, Mogus attempted to, or wants to torture you.
Why?
You asked if you like acupuncture.
He likes it.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
because Mogus.
hiding
Wants to kill
stuff.
you.
Thinks he screwed the gate up and lost.
I have nothing. Perforos has nothing to gain.
No one trusts you anymore, Perforos.
Yeah.
And Mogus likes to torture people. What the hell?
Sorry, buddy. I tried to take the heat.
No, I'm saying I don't have any reason to have done that.
Yeah, but
Well, I know. Farika totally believes you now.
You guys, you're all metagaming.
No.
You know the truth.
The shit.
Mogus
Sorry.
just loves to, provide pain to people.
Now, Sarah still thinks you might be okay. She hasn't completely distrusted you yet.
I think
don't
Julia's always
completely
suspicious.
distrust Profros because he's helping me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
All right, anyway.
Why? I just know he is.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right,
Okay.
everyone.
I gotta head
Have
out.
a
Night.
great night.
Bye,
Bye. All right, chat. Thank you, Mogus. Apostle. Thank you, Apostle, for hanging out. As always, man. So we're getting into chapter 2 here with what the hell's going on with these dudes and the destruction of all things. So, Apostle, as always, have a good freaking night, and thanks for hanging out. I'm good. I'm tired. I need to go hang out somewhere else. So have a great night. I will catch you later. Thanks for jumping on. I was worried. I was like, man, hopefully everything's okay, but I'm glad everything's okay. Auf Wiedersehen. Now I gotta find the off button. Oh, and my thing is. All right, see ya. Bye.